This is a response to LatumWay's latest video, in which she invites anyone on YouTube to explain, simply put, how we feel about other people. It would be impossible to go into detail on how I feel about people without talking about my Asperger's syndrome. I'm not sure how useful this video will be for LatumWay's photography project, but it should still make for an interesting answer. If LatumWay calls himself a mild, lukewarm anti-theist, in more or less his own words, then I'm a mild misanthrope. I like a lot of individual people, but I think that the world would be better off if the human species went extinct. 7 or 8 years ago, my autism was far more severe than it is now. One of the major diagnostic criteria of autism is difficulties in social interaction, and that was certainly true of me back then. I distanced myself from the crowd and often found their behavior confusing. I also had trouble reaching out to people, as so many of my classmates would tease and harass me. Until mid-year 10, I only had a small group of close friends, at which point I made a deliberate effort to be more open, reach out more, and trust people more easily. Now I have lots of good friends, and making friends is a lot easier for me. Even now, I'm not as social as most of my friends. I feel uncomfortable when people are being outright silly around me, and I prefer socializing in small gatherings rather than in big parties. I'm very formal in the way I speak, and I don't like crowds. I won't enter a cafe or sit down on the train if there are too many people inside. I also find that I don't remember how I met most of my best friends. I know I met Victor over a poem about Macbeth, but I don't remember how I met Poparina or Light vs. Darkness 64, and they're two of my very best friends. Paradoxically, the better I know someone, the less likely I am to remember how I met them. I like being alone, but I enjoy companionship. It gives me great satisfaction and even joy to know that there are people who I like, care about, and enjoy spending time with, and who care about me in return. I also smile when I see people who I don't know laughing and having fun with each other, as it's nice to see a good friendship in action. Seeing everyday people being happy in each other's company is inspiring to me, as it shows that most people have love and respect for others. I also strongly value intelligence, but I don't judge people on their brains. I'm probably smarter than a few of my friends, but I'm sure that many of my friends are smarter than me, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But this leads me to what provokes me about people, or what I don't like about some people. I have a rather utilitarian view of society in that I believe that if you can contribute to society, then you should. As an aspiring writer, I contribute to society by writing articles for local newspapers. LatumWay contributes to society by being a photographer, and Poparina assists in running a business by working at Walmart. Furthermore, all three of us, and also most, if not all, of the people watching this, contribute to society by posting videos onto YouTube. Many mentally handicapped people are unable to dress themselves, but are still unbelievably skilled in mathematics, art, or music. But just as many mentally disabled people are unable to function. If you can't contribute to society, then you shouldn't be expected to. But what really infuriates me are people who can contribute to society, but don't. I hate anti-intellectuals, or people who are stupid on purpose. This is ironic, I know, as I actually love Miracles by the Insane Clown Posse. I hate rapists and child molesters, especially if they have no remorse for what they've done. I also have no time for bigots, and misogynists in particular. More generally, I hate the kind of people who flunk school, never work, and do nothing but drink, take drugs, get into fights, and abuse their girlfriends. These people contribute nothing to society, and even take from society by causing unrest, vandalizing property, hurting other people, and costing taxpayers money when they seek health care for their broken noses. America calls them rednecks, and Australia calls them bogans. I don't think they deserve much respect. I dislike the feeling of superiority many people have, how easily led some can be, and how mean and confrontational many people can be. But I like the kindness and respect that most other people live by, and this makes me proud to know my friends. Bottom line, I like most people who aren't douchebags. I would guess that 4 out of 5 people on the street are perfectly nice people, and my autism made me take a while to realize that. So, that's my perspective on people. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and LatumWay, I hope you can use this video for your project in some way. Thank you for watching. Cheers!